Welcome to the premiere episode of A Hardly Sober Breakdown, presented by Review, a video essay series on different works of entertainment like video games and movies. If you're not already subscribed, consider doing so, and also click the notification bell so you don't miss out on videos like this in the future. Microsoft and 343 Game Studios had their second tech preview for the upcoming installment in the legendary FPS series, Halo Infinite, between the weekends of September 24th through the 26th, and October 1st to the 3rd. I was fortunate enough to get an invite to both parts of the newest tech flight, which gave me the opportunity to get some good footage of this pre-release build and test the mechanics of the game for myself. So without further ado, let's get into the breakdown. But before we do, a quick disclaimer. Let it be known that this tech flight was made available to the public strictly for the purpose of stress testing the online servers to be ready for release. For the flight, we were granted access to a select few features. It may get confusing, so tell me if I'm going too fast. During both weekdays, all day, you had access to Academy, which includes two offline modes. The first mode being Weapon Drills, which allows you to demonstrate your proficiency with specific weapons. You select whichever weapon among 14 that you want to use, and compete in a shooting range with AI targets. Each weapon has about 3 different difficulties to allow you to train with. Level 1 has you shooting at the standard standing targets. Level 2 where the targets run back and forth, and Level 3 where it gets a little tricky and the targets start to run back and forth, but also crouch and stand repeatedly to kind of throw you off a little bit. Each level has 3 stars of proficiency. The second option available all day is Training, where you fight with and against AI bots to improve your skills. Now, in this mode you're able to select the map you want to practice on, as well as the difficulty of the AI of your team and opponents. There are 4 difficulty levels. You're also able to select your loadout anytime during the match. And loadout customization is pretty detailed as well. You can select your primary weapon, secondary weapon, technical equipment, as well as primary and secondary grenade. Those 2 modes were available all day through both weekends. PvP was also available during this flight, however it was time locked to 2 4-hour windows twice a day, between the hours of 12 and 4 and 7 and 11 Central. We were allowed to participate in PvP matchmaking and Social Arena for the first weekend, and for the second weekend, Social Arena along with Big Team Battle. Social Arena is a standard 4v4 online multiplayer playlist. During the flight, we weren't allowed to select our game mode or filter matchmaking. It cycles through about 4 maps and 3 game modes automatically. Different game modes are Capture the Flag, Slayer, and Stronghold, called Total Control and Big Team Battle. Big Team Battle, however, was only available on one map, Fragmentation. Big Team Battle is a 12v12 big map battle mode with the same 3 modes as before. And I know, in a world full of 100 plus player battle royales, 24 players split between 2 teams doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, in traditional Halo style and sandbox, it definitely gets hectic. The use of vehicles coupled with equally as powerful weapons allow the player to change the game at any moment, especially in the Big Team Battle Slayer mode, which sets a goal at 100 kills or an underlying 15-minute time limit, and if you don't believe me, just watch the footage. But enough of the game modes that you get to play in, let's talk about how it feels to play in them. Now, if you look at most videos, they'd say it feels like a modern Halo 3. And they're not wrong. There's definitely still a little bit of floatiness to the jump, but with just a little bit more grounded gravity so it doesn't feel over the top. The sandbox definitely reminds me of a Halo 3. And as far as why we call it modern, well, the difference is you get to sprint. And yeah, you could sprint in Halo 4, I believe. But this sprint doesn't feel as frantic as like Call of Duty or the other ones do. It seems like they made it just a little bit faster than the walking speed, so you try to use it more tactically. You also get a slide, and again, not as frantic of a slide, but more tactics based to try and get you behind cover faster. Whenever you shoot at an enemy now, you see a red indicator on their shield to kind of just show you about the area that you hit them in. The graphics, of course, are stunning for the Series X, playing in 4K at up to 120. So there you have it, an inside look into the pedestal that Microsoft and 343 Studios have been developing for their flagship mascot. Halo Infinite is set to be released December 8th, 2021 on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The multiplayer is free to play, and the full game will be on Game Pass day and date. If you like this video and want to find others like it, make sure you check out our YouTube channel under Reviews, that's R-I-V-I-E-W-S, and thanks for watching.